What's up, guys and gals? My name is Roy and you're watching Roy's Customs, and today I did a little bit of work on my DIY body kit. Specifically, I was working on the side skirts. They are not done, but I did get a little bit of progress and thought maybe you might want to check that out. Rough, but there is still more work that needs done anyway, so I'm gonna let this set up and then I'm gonna hit it up with some 120 all the way across to see what she looks like. So, I do know that they do look a little bit rough still, but, as far as the passenger side, that is just the first layer, of course, and there's still going to be a little bit of cut and chop going on. There's going to be a little bit of trimming going on, especially on the bottom. I found a few spots that need a little bit of work, but that's okay. At least I got my initial coat of body filler on. I'll let that dry up, and I'm going to go ahead and just shoot it because it's kind of cool out, so it's going to take a little longer for it to harden up. If it was like 80 degrees, it would probably be just about set up by now. But anyways, if you noticed, the driver's side looked a little better. Well, I got to sanding it, obviously, so it is a little bit closer to done than this side is, because this side will still need sanded down again so I can see where it's at. And I'm thinking that maybe here after a bit I might take the time to go ahead and start making my templates for my little shark fins, and at least make the templates for it. I'm probably just going to go ahead and use cardboard. That way I can just like basically mold it into the body kit, and it won't hurt anything because it doesn't weigh much, and it will absorb the fiberglass resin pretty well. So anyways, if you are going to decide to do anything like this, you know, go into it knowing that it's going to take time, patience, and a whole lot of work. I mean, And at least if you've got a good idea of knowing what you're getting into first, that is kind of one of the reasons I wanted to make my own, so I could see what I was getting into, and that way I could kind of show you guys what you're getting into if you decide to build your own body kit. It can be done. It's not super difficult, and I did mess up a little bit, but I can go back and fix it. I didn't mess up so bad that it can't be fixed. So I have to do a little bit of extra work, which is fine, and just a little bit of materials, extra materials that I didn't plan on using in the first place to fix it, but it's mostly just a little extra fill in, you know, a little bit of extra sanding and a little bit of extra body filler. So it's not like it was so messed up that I had to like rip the whole thing off and start again. But gnats. Anyways, as far as the driver's side went, it was a little bit better looking than what the passenger side is. I did get around to sanding it down, you know, after I had got my first coat on, but it is starting to get a little bit later, and by the time this gets set up really well, it'll probably start getting dark, so I don't really like making a lot of noise like whenever it's dark around here. Anyways, you know, there still is a lot more shaping up to do. Well, not a lot, but there's still more shaping up to do. I'm gonna have to get a little bit more body filler. Also, I'm gonna need a little bit of fiberglass resin, you know, to finish up these side skirts. And hopefully by this weekend, I can pull that front bumper off and get a little bit more work done on the front bumper. Anybody that decides to take on a project like this, you know, like a DIY body kit, it's probably best if you have a little bit of experience with fiberglass work and not just patching a hole once. DSM chicks, they're trying real hard to do a body kit over there on their channel, and I don't think they have a whole lot of experience with fiberglassing. So I do want to say that if you do take this on and you don't have a lot of fiberglassing experience, you know, just take your time, do the very best you can, you know, try to think ahead a little bit. That does help some. I know I've never done a body kit before, but I have done a lot of speaker boxes and stuff like that, and sub boxes. So I do have a little more experience with fiberglassing than a lot of people. So anyways, you know, if you decide to take on a project like this, you know, don't be afraid to fail, because that's how you learn. If you mess it up, well, then it does happen. I hate to say it. I probably threw away $1,000 or more worth of speaker boxes before I got a really good one. One that I could say, hey, I like this, because I really messed up quite a few whenever I first started doing fiberglassing. And so it took me a while to actually, and oh, I would get angry. I would get mad when it didn't turn out right, or when something went wrong or whatever. I would get pretty angry. I mean, literally, I would smash the boxes and stuff. I know it sounds violent, but you know, you start putting that kind of money in something, it starts getting a little rough, you know. And I was much younger, and I had a pretty bad temper back then. So anyways, but anyhow, guys and gals, I sure do appreciate you guys watching, and feel free to like, subscribe, hit the notifications, and you know, make comments, questions. If you have any questions about the process or anything like that, I'll be more than glad to answer them. So thank you guys for watching, and have a spectacular day or night, whichever one it is for you. Peace out.